There's one more thing we need to do before we get the Master Sword. And that's why I got the Mask of Truth. You'll see why. I wish you could have multiple masks at once, though. Because the bunny hood is going to be extremely useful because of Ship of Ocarina. What does this have to say? Responding to your mask, the strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that the small holes in the ground that you can find all over Hyrule make perfect breeding ground for bugs. So, back to the meadow. Fall in the hole. Ow. I'm back! He's scared of me. All my young Deku Scrub brothers say, you have a horrible face. But don't worry, we will reward you with many Deku Nuts. Of course, we'll also enable you to carry more of them. Abracadabra, Alakazam. Nuts. Okay, now where to? Alright, we'll need the bunny mask. Just so we can go faster. I'm actually gonna do one more thing, and that's get more magic beans. Well, I will do that off camera. I'll be back. Okay, I got 2 magic beans. Now let's just get the rupees and head out. Weird that that one doesn't cause me to take damage, but the other side does. Alright. Whoops. Alright. Well, here goes nothing. There are 3 holos and an inscription here. Ye who owns 3 spiritual stones, stand and make Ocarina of Time and play the Song of Time. That's how the inscription reads. Now for the most tragic part of the game, in my opinion. Well, not yet, but, you know. Let's do this. Open the door. Stop having it be closed. Alright. Link, isn't that... It's that legendary blade. The Master Sword! Let me pull it. Here we go. This part looks better if you have 3D mode on a 3DS. Oh, who could it be? Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm. Yes, I owe it all to you, kid. He tricked us. Link, wake up. Link, the chosen one. Of course they used the trope of him being asleep. I am Raru, one of the ancient sages. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the sacred realm. This is the Chamber of Sages inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. Link, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. I'm an adult. Look, Link. You're big now. You've grown up. The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you were too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you're old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? Yes. But remember, though you opened the door of time in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power, he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years, transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. My power now has only a little influence, even in the Sacred Realm. Namely, the Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sages' seals will contain all the evil powers in the void of the realm. I, Rauru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the hero of time. The hero of time, chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of the other sages and add their might to your own. You receive the Light Medallion. Or the Sage adds its power to yours. Find the other sages and save Hyrule. Link, we're back in the Temple of Time. But have 7 years really passed? It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore. Because this isn't Twilight Princess where we're allowed to use the slingshot. Let's get out of here. Who's there? I have been waiting for you, hero of time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the Sacred Realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, one inside a goddess of the sand. Together, with the hero of time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs. As I see you standing there, holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary hero of time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the Forest Temple. The sage is a girl I'm sure you know. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the Sacred Realm. Unfortunately, because as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to Kakariko Village. Do you understand, Link? Apparently not. Oh wow. Everything is dead. Alright, we gotta go fast. Alright. There's one thing. Oh! You're quite an energetic young man. You're brave and handsome too. Hehehe. Your name is Link, isn't it? Don't be surprised. I can read people's minds. If I looked as good as you, I could run a different kind of business. Oh! Adult reference! Our shop is the only ghost shop in Hyrule. Because of the Great Ganondorf, it's a fine time for a business like this. I can only hope the world gets even worse. Okay, Asahi! The ghosts, called Pose, are spirits of concentrated hatred that appear in the fields of Griever. They hate the world. Young man, if you catch a foe, I will pay a lot of money for it. Okay, Fan Daniel! Let me just break your pots real quick so I can get a heart. Ooh. harder to hit stuff, and I got my heart. That's what you got. Alright. Alright, first order of business, Lon Lon Ranch. I actually, if we do fail at either of these races, then I'll give myself unlimited carrots. There are some people in Kakariko spreading rumors that I cheated Talon out of the ranch, but don't be ridiculous. The thing I Talon was weak. I, the hardworking Ingo, poured so much energy into this place. I don't want any strangers like you saying anything bad about me. Listen. The great Ganondorf recognized my obvious talents, and gave the ranch to me. I will raise a fine horse and win recognition from the great Ganondorf. Say, young man, do you want to ride one of my fine horses? Yeah, sure, why not? Do you want to hear how to ride? Approach the horse quietly and stand by its side. Press A to mount up. Okay, buddy. What is opponent's song? We need up, left, right. Okay, buddy. You're going down. That's right, it's cheating time. Come on, I'm running out of time. I'm confused. What are we supposed to do? Hey, time's up! Alright. Alright, let's do this again. Damn it, I always forget the songs. Let's talk to him and then be done. You're getting better! How about a little race with me? One lap around the corral with that horse. Let's make a little wager. Say 50 rupees. Hold on. Okay. Oh my god, move! Yeah, that's it happening. Alright. I'm saving a state, screw this. Gotcha! What's up with that horse? Is that a Pona? How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I betted on the race and lost. Shoot. As I promised, I'll give you the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch. Well, we'll see about that. Let me just autosave. Alright, and with that, that ends this episode. We'll see you in the next episode.